Well, good day, my friends. John Morrow. It's a pleasure talking to you. I look forward to these recording sessions that I do with my good friend Mark Guy. I appreciate the Lake Gibson Church of the Nazarene providing us with this venue. And I look forward to the day when hopefully we will be able to do an even better job with these video productions and bring you something of high quality, but regardless of the conveyance, the high quality that I most want to bring to you is a genuine skill and a message that will reach you, will make you think, perhaps challenge you or call you to take action. Certainly, I'm convinced that some people will look at this and say, why should I pay attention to that guy? He's nobody special. And that's true. I'm nobody special, but I got to thinking about the issue of that which is authentic as opposed to that which is, how about bogus, artificial, contrived? For me, speaking and telling my story, either in a speech, on video, in a podcast, in a public forum, or in writing, or on a blog, or an email, or anything, is about a genuine desire to give a message to people using talents which I know were given to me as God-given talents, and I do believe in God-given talents. And those talents obviously were directed towards speaking publicly, and on video and on radio, but also too, those talents of speaking had to be honed into something that could be useful and beneficial. Thus, Toastmasters International became a part of my life over 27 years ago, and I continue at Toastmasters not just because I enjoy the fellowship and the opportunities that it provides for me, but I'm especially grateful for what it has taught me, how it has made me realize and open up to the reality that this is a gift that I can give, and yes, I can earn an income doing it, but more importantly, I can make a difference in someone's life with it. And I normally talk about my journey through Alzheimer's with my mother as her son and as part of the caregiving team, which is the family. But all of that is to say that sometimes you may have noticed this ring. Now, take a close look at that ring for just a second. I'm holding it this way. It looks substantially pricey. It looks opulent. It looks decadent. It looks like he must have paid hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars for that ring. Look at the diamonds on it. Look at the beautiful gold and the craftsmanship. It's solid. That's a funny thing about knockoffs. There are people out there who want you to buy into a false bill of goods. Everything about what they do is designed to look like something that it isn't. This ring is not a genuine piece of jewelry. I call it costume jewelry. I might even call it bling. Some would say wearing it is sort of vain. I wear it because it does catch attention and it does look nice and it does look pricey, but it's actually fake. It's fake from beginning to end. Its quality is good. It's made by a company that makes excellent products, a company that not only produces very, very authentic looking jewelry pieces using modern technology and design and even artificially produced stones that look like diamonds but are in fact totally just specially designed metals like cubic zirconium and such. They're designed to look pricey, but they're designed to be incredibly affordable. And trust me, I don't make enough money as a speaker to afford to buy a ring like this if this was all diamonds and it was made with 14 or 15 karat gold. I just don't have that. So this ring is purely for looks. It's not a real diamond ring. My life, for so many years, was about trying to be something that I was not meant to be. Being a phony. Now, was I a bad person? Certainly not. But you actually in life, when you're a phony and you want to be accepted and you want to give the impression to people that you really are pretty special, you'll say anything to get attention. You'll tell any exaggerated story to call attention to yourself. You will even make up false stories and let those stories be at the core of your messaging. And then the day arrives when someone who is just a little more willing to question decides to examine more closely the claims that you're making as an individual, whether you're a speaker or a businessman or a salesperson or a customer service representative or even an executive of a major corporation, perhaps a CEO or company president. And upon further examination, you find out, no, they're not who they claim to be. They're phony. And history, in the news, throughout antiquity, is dotted repeatedly with lives that seemingly were impressive until truth proved otherwise. Now, am I condemning myself? I most certainly am not. Am I condemning anyone watching? No. I'm trying to make a point. To become the kind of person that you need to be, no matter what your calling in life is. From the individual that simply takes care of keeping a facility like this church clean, the janitor, who is collecting trash, vacuuming, sweeping, repairing, doing maintenance, menial tasks to some, but still a job that needs to be done because this edifice would not look in the condition that it looks were it not for the efforts of the man that takes care of this building. At the same time, the man standing in the pulpit, he has the high calling of being the minister of the gospel, and what he says he must be able to validate with irrefutable truth and fact, and he must demonstrate further by living a life that is indicative of the life that he is preaching from that pulpit. Go to a major corporation. I worked for one. I spent 17 years with one of the largest companies in the United States, owned by one of the richest men in the world. The company had its faults, but it had operating principles. And those individuals that operated within those expressed principles maintained their integrity. But those principles would not have come about were it not for the fact that the man that owned the company lived and exercised and practiced those principles each and every day of his life. And his success is directly connected to the integrity that he had demonstrated beginning many, many years ago as a young man. Some people start late. Some people learn early. But no one is ever too old or too young, and no time is better than now to think about your personal genuineness. I do not do these videos and give speeches and do podcasts and do all the other things that are associated with the work that I am doing under the moniker of I Never Noticed My Journey Through Alzheimer's with Mother, and all that I do in my speaking and sharing of this message. I do none of it with a goal to personally seek for my own rewards so that you can be amazed at me. There are fabulous speakers out there in the world, but here's the thing about great speakers. The speakers that people want to go hear are the speakers who make a difference in their life. The people that folks want to do business with are the individuals who make a difference in their life. The individual that you want to buy that car from, you buy it from them because they worked harder and maintain a higher degree of integrity in wanting to sell you that car. It does not matter. We've been duped. All of us know what it is to hear a false bill of goods and to be snookered, using an old Southern term, into buying something that was totally bogus. And don't lie to yourself. I'm sure there have been times when you have over-exaggerated your abilities or over-exaggerated your stories, and you probably gave a false bill of goods too. Get over it, get past it, and start now, if you haven't already, beginning to understand that this life is about you, but it's also about what you do for others. My message is not as much about me as it is about you. It's not about what you give me, it's about what I give to you. When Mark Guy speaks, Mark Guy is giving Mark Guy to you. Mark is not seeking just for you to want to listen to him. Mark is seeking so much so that when you think of being brave in your speaking and being courageous and being sincere and using intellectual integrity and using adaptive integrity and using your cognitive skills to enhance and make lives better, this is what draws people to him and makes people stick with him and become his followers and his fans. This is what John Morrow wants to do. I admire Tony Robbins. I admired Zig Ziglar, God rest his soul. I've admired so many fabulous speakers. There are Toastmasters world champions that have left an amazing impact in my life. But the reality of it is, if you want to know what makes me tick, it's what can I do for you? What can I give to you? What can I give that you can give to others? What can I say that will make you think? What can I say that will make you learn? What can I say that will change your way of thinking? And can I do it well enough that when you hear the name of John Morrow, you'll say, I want to listen to him because he's genuine. So yeah, this ring is bogus. It looks great. But if I didn't wear it, it wouldn't matter. Because at the end of the day, your hands, your heart, your mind, your life needs to be genuine. That's the gold that's available in you today.